You're having fun. You're having fun becoming obese and brain dead. That's fun. You're having fun. I mean, it's amazing. You know, Tesco, in order to get into the American market, they've had to come in stealth and to build this huge test store in California and disguise it as a movie set. Now, the people who are anti-Walmart, you know, I read, for example, I think Rob Reiner, he saw that movie about Walmart, the high price of low costs or low prices. And he got on his soapbox and said, yeah, Walmart's really doing a bad thing. And people are against Walmart. The Democrats are seizing on Walmart because it's a recipe for poverty, because for every nickel you save, you lose a dime in wages, effectively, because the stuff you buy there comes from China. And on the other flip side, this is where your jobs are going. It's called wage arbitrage. But anyway, none of these people who are had their consciousness raised about Walmart is doing anything about Tesco. It's completely off the radar in America, in California. Tesco is Walmart. They are the same. They're not technically the same company, but it's the same cadre, the same mentality, the same disease. Let's put it that way. It's the same disease. It's not the same company, but it's the same disease. Tesco, once it establishes itself in California, Walmart, of course, can go to the United States and say, well, Tesco is a British company. They're in California. We have to compete. Therefore, we need a license to open up in California. So, of course, then Walmart will be in California. Now the big box phenomenon and disease will explode in new, grotesque ways, which will further undermine the U.S. economy, further put downward pressure on wages in the U.S. economy. And, of course, Tesco already has a situation in Britain where they're giving people credit cards to buy food because people don't have enough money. They don't make enough money anymore to buy food because Tesco outsourced their job to China. So Tesco will say, no problem, here's a credit card. Now you can buy food on credit. Oh, we're going to charge you 16, 17% to buy your Twinkies. None of the food's any good for you, but we're going to charge you 16% to kill yourself. Everything has a radio frequency ID tag attached to it. And, of course, those radio frequency ID tags are going to put them in the food, I have no doubt, so that they're in your digestive system. So even when you're dead, as long as you're emitting a radio frequency, Tesco will still charge you a monthly fee, which will still go to your bank, and it'll still be passed on to your heirs. People going forward, I predict, will be getting bills for credit card expenses that were generated by their dead relatives 30, 40, 50 years in the past. They could be dead, buried, cremated somewhere in a landfill. As long as you can get a radio frequency, you can charge them something at the end of the month. And there will be a great search. People will be searching for their relatives. Not like that show Roots, where Kunta Kinte is looking for his African mama data to give him. They'll be looking for the goddamn body to shut off the RFID tag so they don't get these monthly bills anymore. Because the dead grandma, dead grandpa keeps buying things in the afterworld. They keep emitting this radio frequency ID tag, give it a whole new meaning to the world afterlife. It doesn't mean you stop shopping. Just because you're dead doesn't mean you can't stop. Shop doesn't mean you can stop. Doesn't mean you stop shopping.
Many of the red state residents will love that. They'll see it as a sign of the afterworld.
That's right.
That's what's going on. This explains the rise of Christian fundamentalism in America.
That's right.
It's because they're about to introduce this. I think you're right.
That's right. These mothers in the Palestinian territory who speak glowingly of their martyr sons, they'll be interviewed on TV and say, do you really think that your son has gone off to the afterworld and is surrounded by virgins? You say, I just got the bill. I got the bill right here. He just bought a case of prophylactics. You don't think he's having fun out there? Of course.